Okay, if you're watching the replay, we're just waiting a second to be live, and we are live on Facebook. Let's know when we're live on YouTube. Okay, we're live on YouTube. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Melody Lane here. Remember, for those of you who have subscribed for so long, I used to say good morning. It's not morning. Okay, today we're doing Valentine's Day. Let me show you a little bit of what we're doing, and I am sorry, I don't have anything finished at all. Sometimes I try to get it done ahead of time. I've been so busy. I didn't have time to get it done ahead of time. So if you're watching the replay, fast forward a little. So you can watch this in double speed if you hit the gear on YouTube. Facebook, you can't. You can skip ahead, I think, if you're watching the replay. So let me show you what we're doing, and then we're going to go to Design Space because I'm going to show you how I did part of this with print and cut. You don't have to do print and cut, but I did, and I want to show you how I did it. Let's go. Let me show you first. Wrong one. There we are. So here's what it is. For those of you, if you're new to my channel or haven't seen me do these projects, this is one of the projects I did. My favorite project is both sides, and it has pictures on one side. I can't show you that because it was a gift from my mom and she has it. I need to make another one so I can keep it. But here's one. So here's what it looks like from the top. And so we're going to make this, but we're going to make a Valentine one. And we made one of the shapes a heart. And I haven't actually put this together, so let's hope it goes good, right? But I did. This one might end up being another gift from my mom because I put her picture on here and I printed it on red cardstock. So it's printed on Cricut red cardstock. Isn't it fun? I was going to make their picture big, but I couldn't get it to fit correctly. I just didn't like it. So I thought, oh, that's kind of cool just to have it. Oh, it was clear for a second. There's a piece of glitter on there. I thought it was fun just to have it like that. So let's go to Design Space. So the file that I shared with the people who support my channel, there's a link in the pinned comment where you can get the file for YouTube supporters, Facebook members, and Patreon. There's a link for each of you where you can get this file. It's all free except for the font, but this font I have used in a lot of my projects. So if you purchase the font, you can, or it's in Cricut Access. So here's what my heart looks like. Now, the file that you get is actually a different file than this one because I put in a pattern. I can't share this one, so I had to make a separate one for myself. So I'm going to show you how I did this. Let me make this white. I guess it doesn't even matter what color. I didn't need to do that. I'm going to sneeze. We're going to change this heart to print. Oh, it went away. But we can't see it because I changed it to white. So I'm just going to click down here. There is no way to unlock this eye here. Don't even try. It will never unlock. You have to just click here, and then at the top it changes. Okay, look at the top. Click here. It changes. Click that little box, and then we can change the background to anything we want. So there's this. So we're going to add a pattern, or we're going to fill it in with a pattern. So I'm going to click on the fill option, and I'm going to go to print, and then here, yeah. I haven't done this since I told you how to do this the first time. So we're going to click the little box next to print, and we're going to click here, and we can either choose color or pattern. So we're going to choose pattern. So here's the picture I uploaded. I uploaded it as a pattern. So you do that. Let me show you real fast. You do that over here. So whenever you want to upload a pattern, you can upload any picture and use as a pattern. You would just do it on the right side instead of the left side. Okay? So let's do that again. And if you have questions, please put them in all caps. Let me see. Okay, I see all your questions on Facebook, or all your comments. Facebook and YouTube. And we're going to click this box. Pattern. And this is a black and white picture. That's why I did it on red. I'm like, I was thinking I didn't really like it on white to match my red and white project. So this is how it came in, because the heart is wider than the actual picture. So we're going to edit pattern. So we click on the little box. Look at the box. It shows what my picture is. So I'm going to click on edit pattern. And originally I was making this bigger and kind of moving it. Oh wait, not vertical. Well, that's too big. But I was kind of doing something like that. And then I did that. And I'm like, that looks like he's naked. I don't want that to look like he's naked because it's black and white and he's wearing a white jacket or something. I didn't like that. And I couldn't get their faces in there how I was happy with them. So what I just decided to do is, I just made it smaller and had it repeat itself. And I kind of liked it. My thing is not showing me all the chat. So I am seeing it through the YouTube chat. So that's how I did that. So it changes it here. You just click on the X. Didn't I do that? Oh, there we go. So that's how I did that. And then to do print and cut, you just click make it. And now I have 2 of them on my screen. And you just hit continue. And you click send to printer. You send it to your personal printer. I suggest click advanced sections. Hi, Joan. And I always put it to best quality. I put it to my rear tray because that works best on my printer. And I do heavyweight paper. Okay, now let's get back to the project. Whoops. There we go. Okay, here we are. I'm going to just put these together first. And I think I'm going to, I added this to this. This font actually comes with 3 layers. I'm only doing 2. I added black to this so it blends in more with my black and white picture printed on red cardstock. Now, the maker can read it on different colored paper, the Explorer machines. You have to do it on white paper. Okay, so I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And first I'm going to stick my letters down. Uh-oh. I have a problem remembering to put my cap on this. And I haven't used this in a while.
Yeah.
I think I got it. We'll see. No, can you give me my other glue? Good thing I got 2.
Good thing.
This bottle's so much nicer. Melody, do you know if there's going to be a Cricut Mountain Make-a-thon this year? I do know the answer to that. The answer is no. Ashley is asking, can you use a regular photo that's already been printed on photo paper? Yes, you can. You can just cut out a photo. We only got 3 letters to do in this project. Is this right? I think it is. Or does it go this way? No, I think that's right. It's going to be right on this one. I love this font. This is Folk Art Festival font. I use it for a lot of my projects. Okay, and this, I'm going to go around the edge with a black marker. I just think it's going to give it more of a finished look. Can you guys see the difference of this side and this side? It's not a huge difference. But I just think it looks better. I just like it better. And I'm going to use the other end for the skinny part. I know some of you are really new to paper crafting, so I really like doing that. And on the heart, I'm gonna outline it in red because this is going on there and I just think it needs it a little red. This one I'm just using a Sharpie. Probably need something skinnier. There we go. Oh, I knew I was gonna do that. See the mistake I made? That's okay. I'm just going to turn it over and use the other side. So I'm just going to continue and make mistakes as long as they're all on this side. Okay. I'm going to pop that out, and I'm going to pop the letters out too. So we're going to put these, I'm going to glue these down. And just kind of get them in the center. I just kind of eye it. That's why I like using this glue, because you can move it. Yes, there will be a January mystery box. There's going to be a mystery box every month. Every month there's a mystery box. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell, and you will be notified when the video for the mystery box goes up, because I'm not allowed to say when it's coming ahead of time. So there will not be any notification that there is a mystery box. When it is or anything, it's going to be mystery box is here, go get it. Here's what's in it. Here's the link. And here is the code to save 10%. And I do appreciate it when you use my links, because I do get a little commission from that. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Okay, so we got these We're set. Okay, I was gonna pop this up. Let's go ahead and finish this part. I could use bigger pop-ups on this part. Wait a minute. Yep, that's what I'm doing. So these are little foam squares. And they come with a little paper on, so you stick them on and then you take the paper off. Okay, and then I need to move this closer so I can see this better. Okay, so that's gonna go there on that one. And then I'm gonna pop up the letters. If I can, they're sticking to my fingers. Can you guys tell I'm wearing pajamas? This is a pajama top. I don't even know if my assistant knew that.
No, she didn't.
She didn't. It has snowmen on it. It says feeling festive with snowmen, and it even has pajama bottoms. But I'm not wearing those. I'm just wearing regular pants. Where are the puppies? The puppies are sleeping in their bed. Oh, that one's a mess now. You probably start hearing them snore soon. They seem to always go to sleep when I'm doing a video. Well, they do sleep a lot. And if I try to put them in the other room while I do a video, they start barking as soon as I'm talking. They think they're missing out on somebody being here. They love company. We were out in the front yard yesterday. I have a snowman head over my lamp post outside. And my son and I were taking that off. And for those of you asking, he has left to go back home. He's no longer here. But we were taking that snowman head off the post. And the dogs were outside with us, not on a leash. And my neighbors came home and she started running over to them and she was starting to go into their house, like following them in, like, okay, let's go. It was so funny. I'm like, Carly, you can't go in with them. Thank you, Joan. Okay, now it doesn't really matter which one of these we stick it on yet. It just matters which order we put these in. Oh, and these have to be in a certain order. One has to be in the back, a certain one. And of course, the heart has to be the O. I did put the letter O in your file that I shared. I decided not to use the O because I wanted to do the photo. So I left it there for you guys to it's kind of smaller to fit on the heart, but you can do what you want. And for those of you who do support me, we just decided this like an hour ago. I'm doing a live video for my supporters only at 4 o'clock, and it's 2:20 right now. For you to share my files, you may win something. We're going to do something every single week. For the people who share my files, I don't want you to share my files. I want to share your finished project with hashtag Melody Lane Inspired. Okay, so now we have to put these together. This is the hardest part. There's an extra heart here in case you wanted to put it on the back. So now this one is always the last one. Let me show you the difference. This one is just a square. This one has an extra piece on the side. All of these have extra pieces, so I can glue them together to this, okay? So we're going to glue these together first before we put anything else on them. All of these are exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to put the pin back in my glue until I'm ready. So there are score lines here and here and here and here. So we're going to, oh, another thing you'll notice if you watch my fall project, I did one of these backwards. Have them all facing the same way, this thing. It goes at an angle. If you don't, it's okay. But it looks better when they're all going the same way. I know, because I did it wrong. And how am I going to do this first? So I want this one to go this way first. So I'm going to bend this, kind of bend that way. And I'm going to bend this one up. And I'm going to take my scraper, bone folder, and bend that up. Okay, so we're going to do that one. And I have not tried this with this heart. There's a score line here. This one has this tab here because I was worried about this tab hitting that one, like it reaching. So that's why I added a little bit over here on this one. And then this one isn't very long. I don't know. Well, I don't know if we can make it longer. Okay, so then that one is going to bend this way. If you bend it the wrong way, it's usually okay. And I'm going to bend this one down. What I'm doing is I'm looking at this one that I did. So we're just going to do this right now. We're going to put these together first. So I'm going to put glue on this tab. And then I'm going to put this one inside that tab. And you have to make them even. That's why I like to make glue. Make sure they're even on the top and bottom. If they're not even, then it won't sit straight. Believe me, I learn from my mistakes. Okay, and then I am going to, how am I going to do this one? I think I'm just going to glue that like that. I'm just going to hold that until it sticks. So we got our first one. Okay. So now let's do this one. This one is going to come this way. So it'll come like this. And that will bend this way. This is why I do one at a time, to try to make sure they bend correctly. And back this way. Oh! I made a mistake already, guys. I need to put this on here, and it won't go now because it won't go here. So what I'm gonna do to fix that, I usually put this all together first before I put these middle ones on, but I kind of wanted to test that heart. So I'm gonna cut it. And I'm gonna cut it over here where it's gonna kind of be hidden. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on. So now there's a hole in there, and I can put this around that hole and kind of get this in the middle. And have them meet up. There. You'll never know I made the mistake. So this one I'm going to cut on the other side. Put glue on this one. So the other ones, I'm going to try to remember. I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to remember to do it the right way. And you just got to kind of figure out what's best for you. I think when doing paper projects, sometimes you guys have better ideas than I do. There's never a right or wrong way to do something. And with paper, if you mess up, you can always fix it. You can always add embellishment. So there we go. My glue is Art Glitter Glue. I get it from maymaymadeit.com. So now I'm going to glue this. I'm going to glue it inside. Do I want to glue it inside or on top? I'm going to glue it on top. I want to make sure I put it at the edge. And this is going the right way. And make sure it's even. Okay, and I'm remembering, I'm doing it right. Okay, and this is gonna go that way, but I folded this one wrong. See, I usually fold one wrong. I'm gonna glue that to there. Yes, thanks for reminding me about red paper. I should actually, no, I'm going to glue it first before I do the red paper. Because I made that mistake before too, where I wanted to glue it together, but it was going to cover up the top paper, and that wouldn't work either. So I like to, whoops, I almost glued it together like that. That's wrong. That's wrong too. We got to go this way, right? Yeah. So make sure you're paying attention when you're putting it together. Make sure it will fold, so you're not putting it over the fold line. Okay, yep, that's right. Okay, now we're going to do the red pieces. I don't have to cut them. And they're all the same, so it doesn't matter where you put which one. When you're watching my videos and wanting to put something together, my suggestion is watch the full video first and then watch as you put it together, and you can pause the video and do it. But I am human and I make mistakes. There's nothing special about me. I just show you guys what I do, and I make mistakes. Okay, now I'm going to glue these together. So I'm going to put glue on this heart tab and glue it together to this one. Put the tab behind here. And I'm going to hold these together. So I'm going to show you the tab. Can you see that tab? You can still see some of the tab on both sides. And then this one, this is going to be folded this way, and this gets glued behind that one. And I didn't bend this one at all. And then they do fold up. I wasn't even trying to fold them, but they will fold up. Okay, so that's that one. Let's put the heart on first. The L goes in the front. Whoops, dang it. Okay. And then L-O-V-E. The E is last. Yeah, I just spelled that out. I was making sure I don't do anything wrong. Okay, I did not have any of this prepared ahead of time, and I showed you how to do print and cut, and this was really fast. There, isn't that cute? I think that's nice to put on a mantle or something for Valentine's Day, or on your dresser, or just on a table. And I made another heart to go on the back. Let's stick that on there. It's not to show in the front. Well, if you do it right, it doesn't show on the front. There. Just so if you see the back, it looks like that. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Hey, Bobby. Yeah, you can make them as a card. You can fold them up. It folds better when you don't put so many layers on it. And if you were gonna fold this like this, I would also make another red piece to put on the back. So you could put the framing here, so when they open it up, then at least it looks pretty here too. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but it would look pretty if you did that. Isn't that fun? I have one that says family, and you can make these any size you want. Somebody said they upped it to like 8 inches. So if you select the whole file and drag it bigger, you can make it bigger. You can make it smaller if you like. You don't have to do the size. I think this is 5 or 6 inches, maybe 5.5 inches. You can also add different letters. You could make it all with the hearts. You could just duplicate the heart piece. You can make this a name, and if they have an O in their name or something that the heart could replace, you could totally do that. You can add as many of these as you want. You could make it say Happy Valentine's Day and put a heart in the middle of the words. As long as you have this one piece that didn't have it, was just the square, the last one. You can duplicate these and make as many as you want. The snow file is in my projects. For the people who support me, it's in, if you go to www, and you actually have to put the www, melodylaneinspired.com. Projects by types, I think there's a place for these. This one's not there yet. We'll have to add this one to those, but there's a place for the accordion files, and also projects by occasion. This is under winter. So you can find that there. You need a password. You have to support me to get the password. Corey James, you are amazing. She said the heart piece would be great to write somebody a love letter right here. Wouldn't that be nice? Just to handwrite something on here, or you could even make the Cricut write it. You could have a little sentiment here for Valentine's Day. That is a great idea. That's why I do these live, because you guys are amazing. Yeah, I was going to do the whole thing in glitter. I was going to do red glitter and white glitter, but I didn't think the glitter would look pretty with this black and red piece. And so that's the only reason I didn't do glitter. Hello, Huntress Habits. I see you on Facebook and YouTube. Isn't that cool? I like this. I think it's so pretty. And you could do it in pink if you want. You can do it in any color you want. You can change the words. You can change the font. So this project is completely free, except for the font is an access, or you can purchase the font or delete this font and add your own font. A font you use on your computer. Well, welcome, Carol. Let us know if you have questions. So here it is this way. I think it's fun. Isn't that cool? This is the first time I put it together. I was going to do a test cut, and then I didn't. I'm just going to do it. I almost wasn't going to do a video and just share the file, but I might as well just do a video. Becky Buck, great idea. She says change it to flowers for Mother's Day. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to. I can make it say mom, but instead of the O, put a round flower. Put a couple layers. We could even make it 3D. You wouldn't be able to fold it. Thank you, George. Yeah, Annie Richardson, you're right. So many ideas, so little time. That's my problem. I have so many ideas, and I get inspired from you guys. Yeah, I forget to pop out letters too sometimes, but it really does make it look really good. So here's my snow one. If you haven't seen this one, so I did a light blue snowflake on the back, and then I puffed out. This is the same font. So if you don't have access and you purchase this font, I've used this font in my love book. Do I have my book?
Which one?
My book that says love, like the letters. Is that over there? It's the same font as I used for that. It was chipboard, and then we put fabric on it.
I just put it away.
She just put it away. Here it is. So this is actually the same font. This I used, I've made this years ago with cardstock, but then I just made it with chipboard. And I did, what's the fabric I used?
Fusible fabric.
Fusible fabric. So it's Cricut fusible fabric. I ironed it on with my Easy Press. These are the same letters. Oh, and my ribbons are coming untied now. But it's the same font I used for that. So I use this font a lot. Oh, Joan says, nobody like Melody in the whole wide world. You're so cute, Joan. The font is Folk Art Festival. It's a Cricut font. It has 3 layers to it. I can show it to you in Design Space. Let me cancel the cut. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, so this is the font. Let me bring in, because I don't have, let me show you what it looks like when you bring it in. We're just going to search folk. Here it is. Okay, now, here it is. You only see one layer. See, you can only see one layer. It has holes in it. Look over here. They're hidden. So this next layer is only to show that piece under there. It's not tiny pieces. It's the same size as the letter. And then the bottom one is the outer edge of the letter. So it shows the outer edge, like offset. And then I'm going to pull these apart so you can see them. I'm going to, actually, you can go to more and advanced. You can ungroup each letter. Let me show you this. I'm always sharing. Okay, so I can move each letter and all 3 layers stay. Notice how they're here now. I'm going to undo that. We're going to pretend we didn't do that. Okay. Now I'm going to hit more advanced and ungroup to each layer. So now each layer is ungrouped. So that's what the 3 layers look like. So whenever you're using a Cricut font, always look in the layers panel and see if there's hidden layers. I almost said hidden messages. Thank you, Sue, for sharing the link to my love book video. To get the file, you have to support me on Patreon of either $2 or Facebook fan subscription on my Facebook page, Melody Lane Designs. In the description, there is a link to where you can support me. Or on YouTube, you click the join button underneath the video. There's also a link for that if you don't see the join button. And you get lots of perks for doing those things. And one of the perks is you get hundreds of my Design Space files. They're not SVG files and you don't download them. You click the link, it opens up Design Space with the project. And if you don't want to change the project, all you have to do is click make it and start cutting it out. And there's a video with most of them too. What else could you use besides ribbon on the book? What did I use before?
You use those binder hook things, like clips.
Yeah, you could use some binder hooks, twine, rope, yarn, like key ring things,
Yeah, it does.
like a key ring thingy. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'm going to come back at 4 o'clock, but it's only for the people who support my channel. And so if you're one of my supporters, look for the post with that video link. And I'm just going to tell you something. Yeah, Annie, you can make them for your grandkids with their names. Thank you, Melanie Moore. Welcome. Oh, Joan says you could use the shoelace too. That would be fun. You could lace them up. You could add more holes if you want. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.